So for this problem, so simplify the rational algebraic expressions. Then for this multiplication, so we can use the elimination method and take note that we can only eliminate if there is common in the numerator and denominator. So if we have 14 over 6, so these two numbers divisible by 2, and 14 divided by 2, that's 7, then over 6 divided by 2, that's 3. So we have 7 over 3. Then if we have x plus y over x, so take note that we cannot eliminate this x because in the numerator there are two terms, in the denominator only one term, so we cannot apply elimination method if the numerator and denominator not equal in the number of terms. But if we have this given x times y over x, so this is one term, so not separated by plus or minus, this is also one term. So we can eliminate now this x, so this becomes y. So for this given, so using the elimination method, so for these numbers 8 and 4, since these two numbers divisible by 4 and 8 divided by 4, that's 2, then 4 divided by 4, this is 1. Then for this 6 and 15, so these two numbers divisible by 3 and 15 divided by 3, this is 5. 6 divided by 3, that's 2. Then observe that in the numerator we have 2 and denominator also 2. So we can eliminate now these 2. So this becomes 1 and 1. So to simplify, so we can also eliminate this x, eliminate x. So we have now 1 times 5, that's 5, and 1 times 1, that's 1, or this is equal to 5. Then for this given, so first we need to check if we can factor out some equation. So in the numerator, so we have this negative 5r plus 50, and these two numbers divisible by 5. Since this one is negative, so we need to make this one negative 5. So we put this negative 5 outside. Then this negative 5r divided by negative 5, so cancel. So this is r. And this positive 50 divided by negative 5. So positive divided by negative, that's negative. And 50 divided by 5, that's 10. So this is minus 10. Then over r minus 10, then times r minus 2 over 5. Then observe that we have now like terms or common. So this is r minus 10, cancel. This 5 and 5 cancel. But take note that we have this negative. So this becomes negative times or negative 1 times this r minus 2, and this is over 1, or this is equal to negative r, negative times negative, positive 2. Then for this given, so this is the difference of 2 squared, and this is equal to x plus y times x minus y, then over 2x y, then times the x squared, then over x minus y. Then observe that there is common, so we can cancel this x minus y and x minus y. This is also one term, so we can cancel x and cancel 1x. So the remaining, so multiply. So this is x times x plus y over in the denominator. So we only have 2y. Then to simplify, so this is x squared plus xy then over 2y. Then for this given, so again we need to check if we can factor out some given. So for this equation, so there is common, so divisible by n. So we need to put n outside, and this becomes n to the power 2 divided by n. So this is n minus divide by n, that's 3. Then over for this denominator, so using the quadratic factoring, so the factors for n squared, this is n times n, and the factors for negative 10, that's 5 and 2, because 5 minus 2, that's 3. But since this one is positive, so therefore the bigger number must be positive, and this one is negative, because positive 5 minus 2, that's positive 3, then times. So this is the difference of 2 squared, because 4 is equal to 2 to the power 2. So we have now n plus 2 times n minus 2. Then for this equation, so using the quadratic factoring, so for n squared, this is n times n. And for this negative 6, that's 3 times 2. Since negative n, so therefore the bigger number must be negative, and this one is positive, because negative 3n and positive 2n, that's negative n. Then we can eliminate now like terms or common terms. So this n minus 3, n minus 3, and also n minus 2, n minus 2. We also have n plus 2 and n plus 2. So the remaining, so we have n over n plus 5. Then for this problem, so bring down this x plus 1, then over for this 3x minus 15 divisible by 3. So this 3x divided by 3, that's x, minus 15 divided by 3, that's 5. Then times this 8x minus 80 divisible by 8. So we need to put 8 outside, and this becomes x, then minus 80 divided by 8. This one is 10. And for this quadratic equation, so quadratic factoring, and for x squared, this is x times x. For this negative 10, so negative 10 is 10 times 1, because 10 minus 1, that's 9x. But since this one is negative, so therefore the bigger number is negative, and this is positive. Then we can cancel now common terms or like terms. So cancel x plus 1, x plus 1. Also cancel x minus 10, x minus 10. So the remaining is 8, then over 3 times x minus 5, or this is equal to 8 over 3x minus 15.